I'm Ken Miller, and I'm running for governor of Montana.
I'm Bill Gallagher, and I'm running for lieutenant governor of Montana.
My name is Susan Smith, and I'm from Billings, Montana, and I support Ken Miller for governor of this state.
I support Ken Miller for governor.
I support Ken Miller because a lot of the governor candidates are telling us all the things that we want to hear. And it scares me that I don't think that all of them will actually do what they're saying they're going to do. I do not have that feeling with Ken Miller. I think Ken will push back on the federal government.
I also know Ken to be a God-fearing, humble man.
He takes his wisdom from Jesus Christ.
He was involved in the 40 Days of Prayer.
Who believes in the traditional family values and the sanctity of life.
As a parent of young children, education is a very important issue. I'm also a certified teacher, so I support Ken Miller.
I think he'd be a great governor for our state and for many of us who run small businesses here in Montana.
He's a champion on energy.
He is a man in whom we can trust.
I liked what his answers were about education. He'd like to have school choice.
We support Ken because we have 9 grandchildren that all live in Montana. We're concerned about the future.
He's fighting against cap and tax, which is awesome. That's coming down the rule through administrative rule and not by law passed by legislature.
He wants to work on workers' compensation issues. He's an advocate for small businesses.
And he understands the struggles of a small businessman.
I've had former people who were in the legislature with Ken prior to his running for office that tell me that he is the real deal. He's extremely honest, he's pious, he's humble.
He also believes in the Constitution. I know that he knows the Constitution of the United States and that he would uphold it.
Very much for the Constitution. My husband Gary and I are for Ken Miller.
He is an honest and wise person who really understands the Constitution and will give effect to the Constitution.
Gary and I first saw Ken on a float about like Abraham Lincoln, and that really impressed us.
We want the state to be able to support our working families in the future, and we think Ken and Bill are the people to go ahead and put that kind of a program together.
And he's very much for states' rights.
Because we need a governor with a backbone.
And I'm so excited that he picked Bill Gallagher as a running mate. Bill has been a champion for causes that are important to Montanans all across the state.
I have known Bill Gallagher for several years, and I believe him to be a man of integrity, and that's what we need. And our state government is men of integrity.
Ken Miller for governor.
Miller for governor.
Ken Miller for governor.
Ken Miller for governor.
Ken Miller for governor.
You can't handle the truth.